Hello, wonderful listeners! Welcome back to Ping's English Corner, your cozy space to practice English listening, reflect on life's meaningful moments, and grow a little wiser every day. Today, we're diving into a topic that can be tough but truly transformative: gratitude. Especially when life feels unfair, gratitude can be the quiet light guiding us through the storm. So let's explore what gratitude can do even in the hardest times. Hey friend, let's talk about something that's often easier said than done: gratitude. Especially when life feels unfair, when everything seems to be falling apart, when you're tired, discouraged, and asking, why me? In those moments, gratitude can feel like the last thing on your mind. And yet, it's also the very thing that can help bring you back to life. Because even when everything feels heavy, there's still value in pausing and noticing what remains. Sometimes it's not about changing your life, but changing what you choose to see. I'm not here to tell you to just be grateful and pretend like everything's fine. That's not what gratitude is about. It's not denial. It's not toxic positivity. It's not ignoring your pain or pretending your problems don't exist. It's choosing to find light, even when everything feels dark. Gratitude is not about minimizing your pain. It's about magnifying your strength. It's the quiet voice that says, even now, I will choose hope. There was a time in my life when nothing seemed fair. I worked hard, showed up, did everything right, and still, doors closed, people left, plans fell through. And I remember thinking, what's the point? But then, one day, I started writing down 3 small things I was grateful for every morning. Not big, impressive things, just small stuff. A warm cup of tea, a kind message, the sound of rain outside my window. And slowly, the cracks began to let a little light in. It wasn't a dramatic transformation, but it was enough to keep going. Enough to feel a little more human again. At first, it felt silly, but over time, it changed me. Because what we focus on expands. And when you focus on even the tiniest good, your heart starts to soften, not because the pain disappears, but because you no longer let it define the entire picture. Because gratitude shifts your focus. It doesn't erase the hard things, it reminds you that they're not the only things. It teaches your mind to notice what's still good, what's still working, what's still beautiful even in the mess. It rewires your thoughts from, I have nothing, to I still have something. That shift alone can be life-giving. When life feels unfair, gratitude keeps you grounded. It reminds you that pain and joy can coexist. That even in your hardest seasons, there are still reasons to keep going. A smile from a stranger, a moment of peace, a song that moves you, a friend who listens. These aren't just passing moments. They are reminders that the world is still capable of offering you kindness, even on your hardest days. It's not always easy. There are days when the weight of it all feels too much, when being grateful feels impossible. But even then, gratitude is an anchor. A whisper that says, look again. And that whisper over time becomes a lifeline. A quiet, steady hand reminding you that your soul still has something to hold on to. Look again and you'll see the sun still rises. Your heart still beats. And even if everything hasn't worked out yet, you're still here. And being here means there's still a chance for healing, for joy, for something unexpected and beautiful to find you. Sometimes we think we have to wait until life is perfect to be thankful, but maybe it's the other way around. Maybe life starts to feel more beautiful when we choose to be thankful in the middle of the imperfection. Because when we stop waiting for perfect, we begin to realize that enough has been with us all along. Gratitude doesn't change your circumstances. It changes your perspective. It softens your heart. It opens your eyes. It reminds you that not everything is broken. That even now there is something worth holding on to. And that's powerful because the moment you find something to hold on to, you remember that you're not lost. You're just finding your way. So if you're in a season where life feels unfair, where nothing makes sense and you're struggling to stay afloat, try this. Find one thing today to be thankful for. Just one. And hold on to it. Let it be a reminder that even in the storm, there is still light. Let it remind you that even in the middle of the chaos, you are still capable of recognizing beauty, of feeling warmth, of choosing meaning. You're not alone, and you are not powerless. Gratitude is one small way to take your power back, to remind yourself that you are more than what's happened to you, that your spirit is still intact, that your story isn't over. In fact, this moment, this very breath, could be the beginning of a new chapter, one where you live with intention, where you notice the small things, and where you let gratitude lead the way. Life can be unfair, yes, but it can also be kind, surprising, beautiful, worth fighting for. And those truths can exist at the same time. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can hold both, and that makes you brave. And gratitude, it helps you see that again. It brings you home to yourself, to the part of you that still believes, even quietly, that life can be good again. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me here at Ping's English Corner. If this message reminded you to look for light even when things feel hard, I hope you'll share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know in the comments. What's one small thing you're grateful for right now? Until next time. Take a second to notice the little things, the ones we often miss when life gets loud. So stay grateful and let the good in, even just a little. See you in the next one.